I got up and stretched. And I'm ready for the next game. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, shall we? Hopefully this turns on and we get video game. By video game, I mean the menu of this console thing. Okay, I'm gonna let the intro play and then we're gonna get into the options screen because the intro is too sick. Okay, it's too quiet. I'm cranking it. Oh, good luck fighting Cac. Good luck too. Alright, somebody let me know if that's too loud. I kind of want to play this a little too loud. I want it to be a little too loud. Okay, so this is why I spelled lightning wrong for the first quarter of my life. Okay, let's get into the options screen here. So just in the interest of video games, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give myself 99 lives so that we don't get a game over and this doesn't take any longer than it has to. Alright, who's ready to get into it? Lightning, yeah. Apparently a Dutch company did the localization and they didn't know how to spell lightning. Oh, we got the cracklies in front of everybody. Cracklies are not acceptable. I'm just gonna restart my capture. That's not my capture. This is. Alright, we're looking good. So the actual level of the orders is Strike, Air Raid, Ruin, Dazer, I think. But I do Ruin first these days. I do them like in this order. My conspiracy is that the Konami code was just clever marketing. Go to them. So this is a pretty traditional space shooter. It just has like really cool graphics for design. And also really cool music. This game was actually recently re-released for like... I mean, there was a Sega Saturn release, but it was recently released on Switch, actually. However, the Switch version removes all of the slowdown, and it makes it a lot harder to play, unfortunately. So I prefer to play the actual cartridge version. You can also adjust your speed in this game. So you can see in the top right it says 75%. I'm going 75%. Oh, I died. That's a shame. Yeah, so you can change the speed at which you're going. There's also these things that make you shoot more bullet. But yeah, you can see the slowdown in the Switch version. This runs at full speed and it's super hard to dodge all this madness. Not impossible or anything, but... And as you can also see, we have 99 lives. I actually play this game very often to this day, and I've gotten pretty good at clearing the game on normal difficulty with the default amount of lives, which I think is 3. But yeah, like I said, just to keep things on schedule. I'm gonna play with basically infinite lives. You'll never use up 99 lives in a playthrough. Konami code was clever marketing because people aren't beating those games without it. So I had to find out the code. Could be. Seems like a lot of people know about the Konami code. hit by that. So your little sidekick things that shoot more bullet, they also absorb hits. So if you position it right, you can absorb a lot of hits with them. These things shoot you if you stop moving, just while I'm looking a lot. I just want this shield. And the goal is going to be to keep this shield for the entire game. I don't know if I've ever succeeded at keeping it, but it has 3 hits of armor. And this is a game in which you die immediately if you get hit by anything. So a shield with 3 hits of armor is basically busted. And I just got hit, so now I only have 2 hits left. Back from Pineapple, welcome back, Zippy. How was Pineapple? Do the stages in this order these days so we can get this homing attack. And then on this stage it's just broken, it just kills everything before anything can hurt you. Pineapple's great, love to hear it. Do you have any stories about this game? My brother bought this game. Brought it home one day. I don't know how much he ever played it. All my games were games my brother brought home and then never played himself, and I was just like, can I play those? Can I play those video games? 7 weeks of Weaned? Let's go! Love a good Weaned. The bass line on this track is actually completely out of control. A little unlucky there and had to take a hit. I got a little unlucky there and had to take... Oh, that's bad. Well, rest of the game is going to be a little harder than it would have been. Want to learn more instruments? Cool. I was thinking about that myself recently. This boss takes so much longer to kill without the power-ups I had before I died. Can't do instrument things right now because of renovations, oh no. Music helps when your mental health is as it peace out. Yeah, music is great for that. I have the same relationship with music. His boss would have taken like 30 seconds with the power-ups that I lost. I made PBJ and one for Zippy, nice. Practice rudiments for drums? Ah. Okay, I gotta focus, we don't have a shield. His homing attack is as broken as it looks. Yeah, the music in this game is actually out of control. I don't know how they got this out of a Sega Genesis chip. I want to turn my own volume up. It's a little quiet on my headphones. Down here, buddy. Not today. Oh, shit. That's a shame. That's also gonna make this next boss take longer. This is still Blade. I said right before losing Blade, probably. We don't talk about Thunderstorms 1 and 2. 1 was like a M86 game or something. I don't even know. Some old hardware. You can't play 1 anymore. 2, 3, and 4 are Sega Genesis games. 2 is a weird top-down shooter. 3 was just like this with worse graphics, but also very cool. And there's also a 5, 6, and 7. 5 is on PS1 and Sega Saturn. 6 is on PS2, and I forget if 7 is actually available for Xbox. Just like the Metal Slug series, yeah. Metal Slug gamers in the chat? Love to see it. Anyway, you can see how much slowdown is in this game. The Switch release has none of it. It plays at full speed the whole time. Which for some things is good, and for some things it makes it so much harder than it was intended to be. Oh man, when's it gonna do it? There we go. It took a lot of baiting to get that out. Don't click that. Steam is online. Probably at mine. Sometimes this boss dies so fast, and sometimes this boss really just takes forever. I've never figured out why that is. But this is definitely on the taking forever side of things. Time for the desert level. Yeah, I'm gonna be commenting the Fishbowl Brawl. That's gonna be Thursday, July 27th, 11:30 a.m. EST. Very excited for it. Took the day off and everything. We're definitely gonna be on the hard path in this game that I've died a couple times and lost some weapons. I hope all 67 people that follow Thunderforce 4 on Twitch are like, somebody's streaming it. This thing is gonna be so hype, yeah. Oh my god, I already lost a hit on my shield. I have to stop looking at chat. I still don't want to, so it's fine. We have 97 lives. Die-hard Thunderforce speedrunner only got notified. I was thinking about speedrunning this game, but I feel like, because you know it's literally just a big auto scroller. The only thing you're gonna do is minimize lag and get quick kills on bosses, which I mean sounds pretty fun, but I don't know how much like optimization or anything is actually present in this game. Beyond that, I mean. Important thing is that I have shield and I have my buddies. And I have my hydrate and I have my Twitch chat. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hope y'all are having a good time. I'm having the best time because all I'm doing is playing my favorite games. Also, we passed 420,000. Nobody told me. This attack is very hard to dodge. What was the lore behind this one? Yeah, my brother bought this. I don't know if he ever really played it. But I sure did. I think the only other fun thing I can remember about this game is that my brother lied to me and said that this boss was different the first playthrough. And then after you beat this boss the first time, the boss is different from then on. And that was like not true, but it was interesting. It was an interesting myth. Remember back in the day you couldn't verify anything people said about video games, so you were just like, yeah, I guess that's how it is. The playground rumors, exactly. Were you better than your brother at video games? No. Okay, odds are very high that I die to one of these stray bullets here. Made it. Alright, so we're back fighting that ship that we saw earlier again. Garage sale Majora's Mask copy, yeah. It was different in my copy of the game. I think that already. I'll never understand the health values in this entire video game. They're always so different. Yeah, my brother, we had a bit of an age gap. He's quite a bit older than me. He was really good at fighting games. I think he played a lot of those the most. And he was basically way better at like all video games compared to me. Oh, that hit me. Oh, did that also hit me? I think no, it didn't. Okay, good. That would have been a bit of a heartbreaker. So the cool thing is this cutscene. Dude, this cutscene gives me chills every time. This crazy invulnerable alien ship shows up. All my buddies are trying to beat it when it destroys them. Chat, I cry every time. And then they come in with the upgrade. So our side buddies are upgraded now. And this is like the main feature of the second half of the game. If you don't shoot, you charge up a beam, and then you can fire it. So the game changes quite a bit at this point. The beam goes through everything, does a ton of damage, and it's basically what you want to be doing pretty much all the time. Like, it just kills everything. Hitbox is just a little weird. Is that the only? Oh, that. I was sure that thing wouldn't get to shoot anything. Hopefully we get to keep it. If we lose these, it's a big loss. For sure. The Zorak with the tentacle, that's pretty good. Alright, I'm getting this shield, I will risk it all. That's the beauty of being able to change the speed at which your ship moves. Just kind of squeezing in the tight spots like that. Grab power-ups and stuff. We'll see more of that as the game goes on. And yeah, while I could pick the order of the first 4 levels, I can't do anything about the order of the second half of the game. A lot of these stages have a mini boss too. Oh god. Oh my god, get out of my face. You're supposed to do that. Why are you over there? This like never happens. Dad used to beat you all the time in second. Wow. I think the only video game my dad ever played was Duke Nukem 3D. Whoa. That was such a clutch dodge, actually. Agreed, did a little too much damage there. Well, we lost everything in chat room. Snapchat would tell you GoldenEye was the pinnacle of gaming. I believe that. I think a lot of people thought that. Alright, this level is booty. This level actually stinks. Oh, I want the shield. Give me it. Yes. This snake one travels along any walls it hits, so it's good to hit. It's good for hitting stuff that's on the ground. I guess I'll take this back. Where you at, buddy? That was mini boss time, just now. There's the mini boss. Why is the bottom of this LaCroix so messed up? What'd you do to your LaCroix? Drop it on the floor? So now we fight the lava boss. This thing's a little beastie. Just slinks around down there. Throws a bunch of stuff on the screen. Snake's really good here because it clears all the stuff that drops on the walls. But of course it has a second phase. Spoiler alert. Just cut it out of the case and it's all messed up. This thing's second phase actually gives me nightmares. We're also playing on normal difficulty. There's 2 levels of difficulty above this. And the highest level is actually crazy. Especially with the boss AI. They just act completely wild. I feel like I'm not getting any progress here. Actually, I'll charge him. Hit one of these. Battletoad's crazy? Probably. Yep. Yeah, so it stands up and it starts blasting at you. And it's pretty scary. And I just hit into the ceiling for no reason. That's a bit time. Oh, this is actually not ideal. Yeah, okay. I mean, it lasts as long as I could there. Yeah, we're gonna be taking some deaths here. Just try to double balls. Alright, get ready. Next stage, one of the best metal anthems ever written. I can't believe I did that at 100% speed. I don't know if I've ever succeeded at that before. Man. Oh, sometimes you get hit. Oh, nightmare difficulty? This thing bounces around the screen at like 4 times this speed. It's horrible. It's so good they have an orb 10 out of 10 game. I'm glad you see the light, Andy. You see the way of the orb? Are you fighting the DVD logo? That's the best thing anyone's ever said in my chat. That's so funny. It really is just the DVD logo. The pin, thank you, Andy. It's so hard to get damage on it there. So another thing about the twin shot is it's blue if it's doing no damage at all. It's red if it is doing damage. Same with some of the other guns too. Okay, this is what it does when it's almost dead. Speed that. I think I want the south. I'm gonna switch paths here. Oh, got it. No, I really wanted. I think that was a shield. Shoot. I'm gonna fight this thing. Ideally, you keep shield, hunter, and your buddies the whole game, and just pretty much just blast everything. And do a little cheat sheet here. When you're respawning, you're invulnerable, so you can go inside the boss's hurt box and just blast them for a ton more damage than you could actually get otherwise. It's justice, yeah. It was justice. I'm gonna say north because there's some power-ups at the end of the stage. North, I guess? Up? The high end of the level? The north end of the level? This boss is a real meaning, as you can see. Oh, man, I'm falling asleep at the wheel here. I think multiple metal bands have done a cover of this song, actually. I should post them on my Discord after the stream. Whoops. You should stop getting shot. Alright, I'll try that. Oh my god. Shots are one thing. It's bopping into the walls. That's really difficult on this level. Probably just trying to hold speed down, actually. What hit me? I didn't see anything. Oh no, I didn't even see what hit me. Chat room will fall apart. Alright, I'm excited for Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge is gonna be chill. Mirror's Edge is gonna be so chill. Video game. Now I'm gonna lose it by greeting these power-ups over here. Please give me the other one. No! Didn't give it to me? Ah, man. Got the shield at least. Alright, so I'm gonna fight the worst boss in the game is the bee bug tentacle boss. This thing's main mechanic is that it's trying to push you into the ceiling. So everything it does is going to push you into the ceiling. It's only vulnerable on the gray mark on its tentacles. So I'm going to try to hit those. That's fine. Okay, you're wondering why I said B earlier? This is why. It's got a little bee friend. Still trying to knock me into the ceiling. Alright, the last phase. Joseph got a glow up in between games. Okay. And we're done. We're supposed to sit over here and not die. Got hit by the falling sausage. Ew, yeah. I love how these games are just flying through the clogged arteries of some giant alien or whatever. It's pretty great. I'm actually not the biggest fan of space shooters because I like this one and all the things it does, but I feel like no other game is like this essentially. Let's just move the hunter. Bullet heck games give you PTSD, yeah. The other benefit of this game is that I've been playing it since I was like 6, so probably even younger. So I kind of know where all the surprise kill spots are and stuff. That definitely makes it a lot more tolerable. Side of the shield. Wow, shield's gone. Look how annoying these are if you go past them. These things have missiles you can shoot down, but then they remain on screen as hitboxes. It's actually huge problem. Alright, that's it. Space is so pretty, why shoot it? Weird space shooters. tough to get. Okay, we're back up to full weapons, which is cool, and I just lost one head of my shield, which is not cool. This boss is kind of a pain. Oh yeah, this next part is designed to just shred your shield. It's very hard to get through this without losing some shield. Because these things just fly at you. Like, they just... Yeah, see, I've already lost my shield. There's like a specific movement pattern you can use to kind of deal with this, but... It's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna take the path down here. I think there's an item or something. Okay, there's a shield down here. I thought so. Alright. Another scary boss is on deck. They always have a big eyeball when he's shooting his trigger. They gotta have a glowing weak spot. It's a requirement. Should be better at this. Okay, kind of taking too long. Kind of taking too long. Having no buddies to delete enemy bullets during this fight is really annoying. There's also a situation you can get into where if you deal enough damage at the wrong time, you're guaranteed to get hit, which is pretty frustrating. It's kind of like that situation. It just resets the attack pattern and then you can just get hit for free. I always thought these arms looked like big chickens, like roosters. Probably using freeway. Whoop. Yeah, that kind of stuff can really get you. Hunter is not quite good enough on his own to kill these. Does a much better job. Losing weapons here doesn't matter too much because you get a full restock after this level. Trying to greed additional damage there. Last level. cannot damage this boss yet. Ah, that's such a hard attack to dodge. Oh, I thought I was good. Yep. Getting smoked on here. Okay, so we have to destroy that big engine looking thing behind the boss to end this encounter. Oh, a shield. That's like a... You get random power-ups that come out of the background here for some reason. And shield is a really good one to get. Double shield? That's weird. No, I've never seen that before. I want Blade. Blade and the assists would be perfect. Thank you. Now we just need Blade. I can actually blast the engine with this now. Another shield? This is crazy. I've never seen 3 shields during this part. I don't know if I've ever seen 1. Oh god. Watch me waste it. Oh, we got it. So the engine explodes. We finally kill the immortal boss. And we're on to the final encounter. Just trying to take this thing, stop this thing from taking off so we can save the galaxy or whatever. I love that you break its engines and it can't fly anymore, so it just starts climbing up. Ooh, that was the quickest kill of my life on that boss. All right, that's the video game. Four different ending songs. This is the normal ending song. There's an easy mode, a hard mode, a nightmare mode song too. And they're all bangers. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed Thunderforce 4. Like I said, definitely one of my favorite games ever. I can't tell you how many times I've played it. The music is excellent. The graphics are crazy for the time. And there's also, I'll post them in my Discord. There's a couple metal bands that did covers of some of the songs from this game, which makes sense because some of the songs from this game are heavily referencing actual metal music. Inevitably, human beings will soon face additional hardships. To be continued. When I was a kid, I was like so sad that they never made another one of these, not realizing that they did. It's a PS1 game called Thunderforce 5, but I didn't know that because it was called Lightning Force, so I didn't know it was part of a series. Lightning Force. Hydrates. Thank you, thank you. It's a good time to hydrate in between games here. Alright, we're coming up on Mirror's Edge. It was excited. I'm excited. It is over, right? Thunderforce 4 is done. Some of the names in the credits crack me up. The director is My Home Papa.
Bam bam.
Bam bam. It's probably extra loud because I cranked it for this game. This game's so sick. I love this game. My Home, yeah, brought to you by My Home Papa. Absolutely speedrunning these games. I'm going as fast as I can. Going as fast as I can. Oh, just a heads up for Mirror's Edge, we will be skipping the cutscenes. So sorry if you're a huge fan of insurance commercials. We gotta skip the cutscenes, I'm sorry. The Zorak with the sunglasses is so busted. Insurance, ... Googling to see if this score is good. It's probably a normal score for running this game. Actually, it's probably not, because I have 80 lives left, and that counts for a lot of points that you shouldn't really have. Alright. We did it, chat. On to the next one. We're playing some Mirror's Edge. This should be a lot easier to set up than these console games. Shoot. Over to here. Alright. We'll just turn that off.